This is a video for my backgammon friends who want to improve their game and are looking for some resources that help to do that. I found some things that I've used that have helped me, and so I want to share those with whoever wants to see them. So in this video, I'll be going over some programs and websites, programs like Extreme Gammon, which is a very, very strong, very widely used program that many backgammon players use to analyze their matches and get kind of feedback and um, ways to improve their game. There's websites out there like Romsey, so busy, which offers a lot of pip counting puzzles. So if you want to get better at pip counting, you can go there and use that for free. BG Train is another website, free website where you can look at different puzzles and quizzes. Bray Backgammon is another website with free puzzles and feedback from top players. There are YouTube channels I'll mention in this video later on that are very useful. Some more websites. There's Backgammon Studio Heroes, which is a website that you can use to study your game. It gives you feedback on your games and your moves and your checker and cube decisions. Um, Backgammon Galaxy is a very well-known website. Also, you can use those matches and games you play at Backgammon Galaxy. You can upload those into XG, the XG program, as well as the games you play from Backgammon Studio Heroes. You can also upload those into the XG or Extreme Gammon program and analyze them further. There's a lot of apps you can play with. I like playing on Backgammon Legends. They have teams, and you can play in tournaments. Uh, it's free. You can play a lot of games quickly. Not really used for studying, but it's really when you want to have fun and just play backgammon. A lot of backgammon. All over the world, people play on that site. I use it. Um, I'll mention some teachers if you want to hire a teacher. There are people out there, really very good players that are available. Here is the first program I want to mention, the XG or Extreme Gammon program, which is very common, very well known. Many players use it, used to analyze their games. It provides a ranking for each game and match. The ranking is called performance rating, and it's very widely recognized in the backgammon world. Um, it's almost like a miracle. I consider it it's something that's it's like being able to play the best player in the world, get feedback from that player on every single move, decision that's made, and you can go back anytime and look at those games and those decisions and those analyses. When you first get into the program, XG program, which costs about $50, one-time payment, you can either play against the bot, either single games or matches of any length. And then you get feedback, you get those games analyzed, and you can study those, or you can use your games you played on other sites like Backgammon Studio Heroes, or even get Backgammon Galaxy and upload them into the XG program, and then XG program will analyze everything, give you the performance rating for the match in each game also, tell you how many errors you made, how many checker errors, how many big mistakes, which are called blunders, in both your checker play and also your cubing decisions, whether to double or whether to take or not. And then it gives you a move by move summary here up on the upper left, each move of the game. All the moves in black are ones that the computer agrees with. All the moves in green are the computer saying that those are small mistakes. And the moves that are in red are considered big errors by the computer. And so it's helpful to go in to see what you can do with this information. I'm looking at one of the moves I made. I made I rolled a 4-2 on blue. My home board's in the bottom right, so I'm on the bar coming with a 4-2. So I came in with with a 4, and then I slotted from 6 to 4 with my 2. XG, the program likes this move better, coming on the 4 and then moving up from the 24 to the 22, which looks like this. And this is what my move was. Came in with the 4 and slotted the 2, which XG said was a 75 error, which is almost a blunder. So it's a pretty good size error. What you can do though with that information is you can move things around. You can copy and paste this board into another screen, and then you can move the checker pieces around to see lots of different things, get all kinds of different feedback. What would make my move correct by moving the 4 from the 6 here? Well, um, if I put a checker here already, so I come on the 4 and then I just cover that checker like this, that makes my move correct. So unless I can cover a point here, I shouldn't do that. That's what XG is telling me. XG tells me if there's nothing to cover here, then just step up like this. Come on the 4 and step up to the 3 here like that. And there's different videos on YouTube where some of the top players go into depth, into a lot of detail on how to use this program to really get a lot of information out of it. So I recommend using. I'll show you those videos. I'll show you those YouTube channels at the end of this video. Okay, here is a doubling decision, a pass or take decision I had to make. I am blue. I'm being doubled here by white. My two back checkers are split, which is the reason I found out that my take was incorrect. The best choice would be for the person to double, my opponent to double, which he did, and for me to pass, according to the computer here. And I said, oh, I was thinking to myself, well, why is that? Why should I have passed? What would make this not a pass? What would make this a good take on my part? So I changed some things around. I copied and pasted this to another screen, and I decided to make my checkers so they weren't split, but they're together on the 24, or even the 23, 22, or 21. I tried all these. And whenever I had my two checkers together, it always became a take on my part. So she's telling me uh, when I have an opponent is coming in with, he's got 11 checkers, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 in the zone from 15 to 21 in this zone here. Whenever my opponent has 11 checkers and I'm split like this, I should fold. I should pass. However, if I had anchored up on either the 1, 2, 3, or 4, then it would be a take. And so I figured, okay, what I was thinking, what else? What else would make this a take? What if my opponent only had 10 checkers instead of 11? I took off one, or I moved these around. So I only had 10 checkers coming down here. And in that situation, if my opponent only has 10 checkers instead of 11, then it's okay for me to have these two split like this. So the lesson I learned was my opponent has 11 checkers coming down to me, my checkers are split and I get doubled, uh, I should pass. But if he only has 10 checkers and my board's pretty decent, I could cover this one up later, then it's a take. Not a big take, but a small take. So that's kind of things you can do. You can modify the position to see what makes your move either good or bad. Here's another website you can use. It's Romsey. So busy website. It's used for practice counting pips. If you want to do that, if you're playing live, if you're playing on the computer, many computer programs already give you the pip count. But if you're playing live, you need to, if you know how to count your pips, then you have a big advantage on your opponent when you're playing live over the board. So this would be a good way to learn and practice for pip counting. It's free. Here's another website you can use for different puzzles on checker moves, the correct checker play, or the correct cubing, either to take or to give the cube. And again, this is free, bgtrain.com. The website is Chris Bray Backgammon. Chris Bray is a top player. He posts a position every week, and top players around the world comment on it and give their opinion on what the best move is. And so it's a good way to get to see what the good top players in backgammon are thinking, how they decide to make their move or take or cubing decision. The Heroes Backgammon Studio website, and they have an app also, is a program that can use to play matches. It's very well known. A lot of people use this. The USBGF, the US Backgammon Federation, uses this site for for most of their matches. You can play here and then upload the games into XG for further study, although they do have a analysis feature built into this program also. This one you can either do it for free or $4.99 a month, I think it is. I think it's worth it. In the program, there's different things you can do. One of the things I like to do is go to this private database, which has puzzles and quizzes based on your moves. And here inside that private database, I like going to this training tracks section, which gives you all these different categories. When you click on this training tracks, you get these different categories, which are the categories of your biggest mistakes. These are from your games, your mistakes, and you get quizzed on them again. So this was a move I had made that I had made a bad mistake on. It asks me what I think, and then it tells me what answer is correct or not, and by how right it is, how incorrect it is. And again, you can load these into XG. Also, in this program, Backgammon Studio Heroes, there's also in the private database, if you go into the completed matches, that's where you find all your games and matches that you played, and you can go in, and that's where you go into to download them onto your computer and then upload them into XG for further study. Here's Backgammon Galaxy website. You can play different types of games. This one you can either pay or free. If you pay, you get to use this My Blunder section. The analysis is where all your past games are listed, where you can take those and also download them on your computer and then upload them into XG for further analysis. If you pay I think it's $5 a month or $7 a month, you get a list. You get this access to this My Blunder section, which is similar to the training tracks I just showed you on Backgammon Studio Heroes. Gives you your different errors, and then you can try getting them correct again. Yeah. This is not free though. You have to pay the monthly fee for this. In the Backgammon Academy or Backgammon Galaxy website, there's the Galaxy Academy where you can see different books. You can buy them. They've got regular hardcover and softcover books and also online books. Some of the online books have they're interactives. You have the interactive puzzles on them. I like playing those and using those. Here's a list of my books that I have, my personal books. I have 19 backgammon books, and I have listed them all in a PDF and in an Excel spreadsheet. And I also list every chapter in every book. And if you want a copy of this, just email me, and my email, and I'll send it to you for free, either the Excel spreadsheet or the PDF or both. I haven't done so. I don't see harm in sharing with anybody who wants it. If you do ask me for one of these copies, I'd like to, if you happen to have some books that you could add to it, if you know how to do that, I am asking for you to add them to the list, and then we can make this list even bigger. But right now there's 19 of these books from Paul McGreal, to all the way. All these books are really helpful. I just got this Backgammon Strategic Concepts, which is highly rated. But these are all really good books. And here's just one example of what I do with all the books. I list each chapter and the title of each chapter. On YouTube, there's many good YouTube channels, backgammon channels. Here is Backgammon Galaxy's YouTube channel. Um, all kinds, all levels of instruction. Here's another channel on YouTube called Backgammon is Beautiful. Lots of good YouTube videos on this one, from advanced play to beginners. All kinds of, he's got hundreds of different videos, which are all great. Dan Rivera is the person who put this together, a great player, a teacher too. Here's more videos from the Backgammon is Beautiful website, all levels. And more advanced play videos on the Backgammon is Beautiful website or YouTube channel. Dan has got a how-to XG video. Recommend that. How to use XG. Alex Eshaghian is a very prolific backgammon poster on YouTube. Usually has new videos every day. He's very excellent backgammon player. I especially like his Grandmaster series videos, where he has one or two grandmasters playing, and as they make their moves, they're telling you why they're making the moves and what they're thinking, which I think is really invaluable to be able to sit and listen to the top players and what they're thinking when they make each move. I think is just such a valuable tool to be able to have and to use. Alex, most of his videos are free. If you want to, you can pay $2.99 a month, $2.99 a month for certain members only videos, but it's up to you. You don't have to do that. Oh, here's back to the Backgammon is Beautiful. Oh no, this is Alex's site. This is the Grandmasters. He's got people like Simon Barget, Kit Woolsey, Ryan Rebello, Bob Whitell. He's got Michi in here, Mochi, all the really top players playing, and they discuss their moves and what they're thinking, and then they also go through analysis from XG on most of the moves they make. So it's just a great resource. Highly recommend, especially these Grandmaster videos. Nick Blasier is also someone who is a good player, and he's got a good backgammon YouTube channel. He's got a good series, very helpful on XG tutorial. I think it's like 5 or 6 parts. Very thorough breakdown of how to use the XG program. I highly recommend that too. Justin Nowell is another good player with a great YouTube channel. Similar, he plays and analyzes as he plays. Backgammon skill set, if you want to see different videos on shot counting and pip counting, tricks and shortcuts, this is a good site to check out on YouTube, Backgammon skill set. So there's a quick list of different resources that are available to you. I hope this helps. Give me some feedback if you appreciate this. And and also, like I said, if you need, or you would like a list of my books with each chapter listed on every single one of these books, email me and I'll be glad to send it to you for free.